This one is for the cat lovers. Take a look at Petgugu's 2-liter water fountain that comes complete with a packing box that can be turned into a cat house. I didn't think a water fountain could be this impressive, but here we are. Before we take a closer look, I do want to thank Petgugu for sending over the water fountain for review. I'm pretty happy with how easy it was to set up, how quiet the unit is, and you're all going to love how easy this thing is to clean.
Let's take a look at what you're going to get as soon as you open the box. First thing you're going to notice, they thought of everything with this. Like, check this out. You can actually punch this out and make it into a cat house. So you have like a hole here, and then there's another one on the other side. Shout out to Amazon for taking care of this. Thanks, guys. Awesome. This obviously happened during the packaging. The outside box was fine, so they messed it up in the warehouse. But anyways, yeah, when they don't damage your box, you get a little cat house, which is always fun because they want to play in the box anyways. I already cut this, but I haven't actually jumped into what else is in here. So I opened this up just to get that out of the way. And then you have little Velcro pockets here. You turn it like this, and you'll have your manual, your quick guide. All right, so you can set that up and get away with it. You have your power adapter, your filter, and this is like an 8-layer filter, so really good if you want to make sure that they have the cleanest water. And then the unit itself. I think that's it for the box. So we'll get this out. Now the capacity on this thing is 2 liters, which is a fair amount. Get all the plastic out of here. Set this aside for a second. That way we can show off everything all at once. When they reached out, I was definitely curious about it. Oh, we almost lost the whole thing. Fair amount of plastic to get through. Okay, I think we're good. I think we got there. Okay, can we see everything? All right, so you got the base. So this is the really cool thing. So you actually have the base. One of the biggest pains in the butt for a lot of units is having to dump out the water to go, or like to unplug it to go get more water and all that stuff. So you don't actually have to do that with this. Here's the base, right? There's the plug in there, the inlet. But this actually just rests right on there. And then it powers the pump through here, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you just literally, I'm guessing that's right. That's it. Looks like it's very easy to clean. When it's time to go, like this is stuck to that now, suctioned in there. But yeah, when it's time to clean everything out, you can just kind of slide that out, leave the base plugged in, and you're good to go. Awesome unit. And then the filter, I'm assuming, goes up in here somewhere. But yeah, there it goes. Look at that. Nice and easy. You just slide that right out and slide it back in properly. I actually don't know how I got it. There we go. Bam. Okay, so that's the unboxing. Let's get this set up, and we'll go through a couple other things. Okay, we rinsed the filter for 2 minutes, like it says in the instructions. We filled it up with 2 liters of water, and now we have it plugged in. The cable's nice and long. It's about 6 feet long. So if you need to move it around a little bit, you'll have plenty of room. The other nice thing I like is it's braided. My cats love that nice soft rubber that comes with a lot of USB or power cables these days. They don't tend to bite this stuff as much. So for me, that is nice. That is a nice feature. And again, to show you how it works wirelessly, it's right now it's on. You can see it's running. If I lift this up, say we got to go clean it, it's no longer working. There's no wires here. And I can just slide it back in. Give it a second. It's working again. It's pumping out water. Other cool thing is there's an app, so you can actually monitor your water levels as well as how often your cats are drinking water. So why don't we go through the app real quick so you can see what Petgugu actually offers in the app to take care of your little fur babies.
Let's take a look at the app. So first thing you got to do is download the app using the QR code that's found in the instructions. Once you do that, you're going to add your fountain. So just follow the instructions. Very, very easy to set up with Bluetooth. It took me like a few seconds and we were off to the races. After you do that, you can actually add in your pets. We have 3 cats, and because we don't have the pet identifier collars, it won't actually know which cat is drinking. So we won't have that information, unfortunately, but I will show you kind of what to expect. So you can add your pets at the top right. You click on add pet, and then you can add all their information here. And we're going to go back. In this information here, it's got your pet daily, and it's going to show like, 545, 527, and it's going to show you how much they drank each time. Devices, we only have the water fountain. Here it shows today they drank a total of 73 mils. You can see that it's running right now. I can pause the water flow, resume it, and then you have a continuous and eco mode. So it doesn't actually change the little picture there, but you get the idea. And then you can do day, week, month, and it's going to show you how much water they consumed each day. Next tab over is your pet AI. So you can generate a health report for your pet. Again, helps to have that identifier collar so you can really dive into it. You can click on the view report after you generate it. And if you scroll through here, it's going to have your different assessments for drinking advice, feeding advice, weight assessment, yada, yada, yada. And all that information is here. So if you really like to track and keep an eye on your cat, especially if they have health conditions, this is going to help you a lot with that. Next tab over from there is the shop tab. So you can pick up, the identifier collar and the feeder, the toilet, or whatever else you want to do. And the last tab is just your own account information. And at the bottom, you can see app update. So you want to stay on top of that and make sure that you're updating your app. Okay, but what about the box turning into a cat house? I'm going to show you guys how to do that right here, but also you have very clear, simple instructions that you can follow as well. And it's very, very easy to do. So we're going to do that right now. First thing you got to do, open this up all the way, makes it nice and simple. You'll see the little fold lines. So you're just going to grab them, fold them inward. Like I said, it's very straightforward. Just a little bendy on each one of these. And here you just got to take the tab from the opposite side, depending on where you are. And these will actually kind of crisscross. So the one side, this side here will go to this side, and then vice versa on the other side. And you just push those little tabs through the pre-cut holes. Fold this up a little bit, tip it over, and then now you have the little Velcro that we saw earlier, and you're just going to press that down a little bit, and now you have an assembled box. You just got to punch out the hole. Thanks again, Amazon. Appreciate you, buddy. We're going to punch these holes out. They actually tear away really, really easy. I just pushed on it, and this one actually gave out quite easily. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and then now we have a cat house. It's that simple. It's pretty small. It is pretty small, but if you have smaller cats or kittens or anything like that, they might actually really like it. My cats were a little bit more cautious, and it is a new thing in the house, so they're going to be a little bit more apprehensive to get into anything like that. Here's Tommy. He's walking around wondering what I'm yelling at him to do, trying to tell him to go check it out. He actually listens. He went in, poked his head in, but you can see the size difference, and he's about what is he now? 3.6 kilos. So he's not a huge cat, but he's not a small cat either. After putting the Petgugu 2-liter water fountain to the test, I can confidently say that this is the upgrade every cat owner should consider if they're looking to get a new water fountain. The wireless water pump makes cleaning that much easier because you just lift out the tank, you don't have to deal with any wires, and the app gives you important information about your cat's health. If you have more than one cat, it will be tricky as the fountain can't tell which cat is drinking, but you can pick up the Petgugu pet tracker for each one of your cats, and it will allow them to track which one is drinking and how much, and that way you can stay on top of their drinking habits and make sure they're not getting dehydrated. If you want convenience, safety, and health monitoring, click on the link in the description to check out the Petgugu 2-liter fountain for yourself. And for more tech and pet reviews, make sure to like and subscribe to keep the content rolling. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.